Hi, everybody. We're back again. I'm Jacqueline Strazula, Director of Product Programs for NYPENN Pathways. I'm here with my friend again, Shelly Rosa from Little Brownie.
Yay!
So this part I think is also fun besides the initial order. Well, I don't think everything of cookies is fun, but this is where the whole moving of the cookies comes into play and how that works. So you have your cookies in your hand. You've given the cookies out to the girls for their initial order, but these girls are mega awesome girls and they're selling lots of cookies. So we have to give them credit for those additional sales that they have after their initial order. So Shelly's going to go over that whole process and how to do that and make sure every girl gets the credit for the packages they sold so they can earn those fantastic rewards. So go ahead,
Okay.
Shelly, take it away.
So what happens to them after the initial order? So once you submit your initial order, all of the cookies magically show up on this girl order summary. So on there, you will see a list of all your girls and the totals, how many boxes each girl has sold to the point when you're looking at it, right? So in order to see an individual girl, all you're going to do is click on Amelia, for instance. Once you click on Amelia, it brings up this screen, the top screen. You'll see add order plus payment plus DOC payment. We're going to really focus on plus order. What do you do? So let's say you have a booth sale and you want to give credit to the girls that participated in the booth sale for the cookies that were sold. Or she came to you and she had, she went through her neighborhood and did a wagon sale and she needs more cookies and you need to give credit for that girl. So by clicking on that plus order, it brings up this bottom screen here, and you're going to enter the number of packages you're giving. I always suggest to write a comment up there so you know what these cookies were for. So if there's ever a reason you had to go back and a parent says, I didn't get them, you have some idea of why you put that in there. Why is it doing this? Why you put them in there. Also on this page, if you're giving cookies and she's giving a payment, you can add payments from this page as well. You can see right there, total due. You would write, what she paid you, and then if there was a balance due. So what you can also see from this one page is that bar that says all orders. This is a new feature, I want to say a couple years ago, Jacqueline, or
Yes,
maybe even last year was the first year it was on there. I'm not quite sure.
I think it's been a couple years.
But there's this pull down and you can look at their IO recap, meaning what packages did they get on their initial order? What do you have in inventory left? Girl delivered orders for Amelia. And we also break those girl delivered orders down into the initial order girl delivered orders and then the after the initial order girl delivered orders. And you say, why is that important? Well, initial order girl delivered are ordered in that initial order. The after initial, I'm not even doing anything. The after initial order aren't coming in. You have to give the girl credit. The payments come in, but you have to give the girl credit for those orders. And this is a great way to keep track of orders that have come in and cookies that she possibly needs to pick up. And you want to make sure that that is all matching, because some cookies may not have made it in initial order and you think they did. And I'll let Jacqueline talk a little bit about that.
Yes, so this is a really good spot to see, like Shelly had mentioned, the cookies that came in for credit towards rewards for that initial order. So if you click on that girl delivery initial order and that transaction is not there, that means it hit that time frame when girl delivery orders for the initial order are paused. And we have to pause the orders that are coming in from Digital Cookie about a week before the troop submits their order. Because if we don't, then we're always trying to catch up to this magical ball that we're chasing, and our orders are never going to balance and stop. to give accurate numbers to little Brownie to give them to our warehouses. So about a week beforehand, we pause all those orders and they kind of hit a brick wall and they wait there. And then after the initial order, we lift that magical gate and the orders come flooding through and they hit the girls' final rewards. And this is a great way to see which orders hit that initial order and which ones did not. And then a couple of reasons why those orders are paused as well is because it takes a long time for credit cards to clear their payments through digital cookie, or if a caregiver doesn't hit that approval time frame between those few days that they have that window to approve an order. So if those orders don't get processed, or if it's a direct ship order as well, if those orders don't clear, little Brownie, eBuddy, and digital cookie, they're not going to make it for that credit for that initial order. So that's kind of why we give them a week time frame. But again, they always hit after the initial order, so the girls will end up ultimately getting their sales. Really quick, Shelly, you just talked about payments that come in for digital cookie, but the cookies aren't there. Can you quickly go over that really quick for our friends?
So you will see on the girl order page for that girl, you'll see a list of payments, but there's 0 on the total. So if you, and this is a bad example, but you'll see 0 packages, but paid $6, meaning you need to give credit for 1 box of cookies somewhere, that there's a girl delivered order somewhere. And this is a great way to use that after IO. And then you know exactly what variety is, and you can put that variety in for that sale from the girl.
So if any caregiver, if any volunteer sees a girl that has a payment, but there's no cookie value associated to that payment, you just have to divide that payment by 6, which is how much our cookies are. And then you're just going to have to assign those cookies to her. So you're going to give her, so she's given you, let's say, the money to the troop. And then you're just going to have to give her the credit for the equal number of packages, so she gets credit for the sales of those cookies.
Right.
Even if she already has the cookies in her hand, you still have to give her the value in eBuddy.
Right. And I did want to go back at the end of the sale, and we'll talk about the final sale in another video, but your end goal is to have this difference line at 0, meaning all the cookies you got are given to the girls so that they get credit for it. Okay, so after we've given cookies for our additional orders, but we always seem to have, there's always questions of what is Sweet Support? So Sweet Support is the Council Gift of Caring program that basically are virtual cookies. You're never physically touching those cookies. You will get the payments for them and you will get credit for them. You'll earn proceeds on them, but you never physically have to touch the cookies. The council takes care of all that. So if you have somebody that wants to give to the Gift of Caring program, you would just add those packages under Sweet Support, and then you're done, really, because they've paid you for those cookies and there's nothing else you have to do.
Yep.
There may be instances that your troop may give cookies to the local fire department, and that's fine. You know, I'm sure the council encourages you to, be community minded, right? So if you do that, all you have to do is go into the girls and give them credit for those whatever packages that you're giving to your local community, to your fire department, your police department.
Right. And remember, troops, that only rewards are given out to council-sponsored Gift of Caring to our Sweet Support. So if girls are trying to strive for those Sweet Support rewards, that only applies towards the Council Gift of Caring program.
And that's all we have.
Yeah, so super easy. So we just have to go to the Girl Order tab after the initial order, click on the girl's name and assign the cookies or payments to her as they come in.
Right.
Great. Thanks, Shelly. That's very easy. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you.